Body bags were horror lies.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another week on the Body Bags. This week's theme is documentaries. The flick I have picked this week is Never Sleep Again, the Elm Street Legacy. Of course, done about the Nightmare on Elm Street. This is done by 1428 Films. They also did Crystal Lake Memories, which I'm really interested in checking out, which is, of course, a Jason documentary done very similar to this one. So this comes in right at 4 hours. So, I mean, this might be my only complaint, that it's a little long, but I think the way to do it is break it up into half, maybe even thirds. Do like a little session and go do something else and come back to it. Because every second of it is really informative and interesting, in my opinion. And, you know, it's definitely a long watch to try to sit around and watch 4 hours. But if you can do that, hey, go for it. But anyway, it's of course covers the whole Elm Street franchise and has all these has all the returning cast members, you know, from 1 through 9. Now, when it goes into these flicks, I mean, it's behind the scenes. They go to storylines, the production that went in. I mean, the details are really amazing. I mean, they tell you the ins and outs of what went on, all that stuff. You know, financially, you know, what went on behind the scenes. The first 3 or 4 flicks seem to be like a good 30-minute segments, if not longer. And then the later sequels, you know, are like 15-minute sequel or segments, maybe a little bit shorter. Seems like they might speed through those because they're not as loved and they're not as much to talk about. And that's what's cool. They talk about the critics, and then they talk about, you know, if it was a cult classic or not, what the fans say, fan perspective on stuff. Really just interviewing all the actors, and it's cool to see, you know, all these iconic characters, especially like from part 3, come back, and it is a fun time. And on top of that, of course, and then you got Wes Craven, you got Robert Englund, of course, Heather Langenkamp. It's cool to see Alice Cooper. You know, all the major stars, seriously, from every sequel to Elm Street, including Freddy vs. Jason. You can go into that. Really cool. And then this is the 2-disc edition, so all the bonus features are definitely worth checking out. Extended interviews. So, I mean, you got hours and hours of that stuff on top of the 4 hours of documentary. They have cool, like a YouTube exclusive videos. Horror's Hallowed Grounds, which shows like on-site location. Really cool series y'all should check out. Horror's Hallowed Grounds, I believe is what it's called. And then one of my favorite YouTubers, the Angry Video Game Nerd, shows him playing the original, you know, his video tribute, if you will, to the Elm Street original Nintendo game. But great. There's tons and tons of footage to check out on this. I got this for cheap. I highly suggest it. You can usually find this for around $10, it seems like. Of course, there's a Blu-ray. But I highly suggest this one. Very detailed, all the way documentary. Now, I'm rating this on a documentary scale on how informative it is, how entertaining. And I would really give this a 10 out of 10. I highly suggest this. Makes me want to check out Crystal Lake Memories ASAP. But I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Definitely go check this one out and check out everybody's documentaries this week. I know I will be. Peace out, y'all.